You people don't have a right to impede traffic.
Powering on.
What's up, Berserker Patriots? So for what you just missed is they were just spitting on these officers and throwing water bottles at them. And they've pushed them back about 2,000 feet. They were directly in front of the ICE facility, throwing stuff at the ICE facility. So no, it's not a lawful assembly. They were literally just pushed to the side of the road. So that's what you've missed here, okay?
Ensure safety is the utmost is supposed to come through. I know we're upset.
Look at all these criminal alien terrorist supporters, man. They should all be held accountable as well, every one of them. Aiding and abetting criminal invader terrorists of our country is the definition of treason, just so you understand.
Please listen to me. I was arrested last week. I was thrown down. I can't feel my hands.
Good.
These killer cops put ties in my hands where blood can separate my fingers. I cannot feel my hands. Listen to me. I can't feel my hands right now. I don't want no one to get hurt.
So for reference, we're going to turn back around, but for reference, these assholes were literally 15 minutes ago attacking these federal agents by throwing stuff at them and spitting on them. And the moment they started pushing them back, they became the professional victim. And now, none of these people were holding cameras a minute ago, but now that they've been pushed back and they're on the side of the road, there's a bunch of people out there with cameras and shit. So this is why I'm trying to get the channel built back up so we can go out to these places, okay?
They're laughing while screaming pain because what they did to me. I don't want no one here to experience that. I don't want no
They didn't do nothing to you.
That.
You were being violent, and they took you down.
Okay, we can fight tomorrow. We can fight tomorrow. Okay, we can fight tomorrow. Please. Please help me. I don't want no one
He's just some random guy that just showed up out of nowhere.
I don't want no one to get hurt. Please, everyone, please, please. Please, don't, please. Please, please. Stand with the citizens, Chief!
Love you guys. I hope everybody's safe and blessed out here right now. If you don't know about this morning, there was another mass shooting, this time in South Carolina. 4 dead, over 20 injured. They haven't come up with all the casualties yet, but 4 of them were just shot and injured. Like 15 of them are in critical condition. So we're waiting on more updates on that, just so you know. So there were 2 more shootings last night by the usual suspects. A whole lot more violence out here in the streets, and we're going to get to all of it. You know, I'm going to let you watch some of this and see what's happening. Looks like the state patrol, half of them are leaving.
Don't give them what they want. Let's just go home. Go home to your community. Go. Go. Don't give them what they want. All power to the people. Let's do what we gotta do. Yeah, let's do what we gotta do. They won't be able to do that for long. We're going to actually get popularization. So that's what we're gonna do. But y'all are cowards anyway. Now, y'all want to intimidate nobody. We're gonna do what we gotta do, and we'll be out. All power to the people.
Thank you, Black Magic.
Let's make a move. They they suited and booted like G.I. Joe, so you know how I gonna let go. But y'all are cowards. Y'all are no ice.
We've only been on for 5 minutes, guys, so we just turned on.
Your father has more balls than all of us put together.
They're probably in, I'm assuming, Alberta.
Mierdas como esas no pilotes, pinches mierdas, mierdas. Please disperse, please disperse.
I'm assuming they're probably Alberta residents. Turn what on, Jeff Kendall? Turn what on? If you're just joining, they just got done pushing them back from the front of the ice facility where they were throwing bottles of water at people and inside the facility and spitting on these officers. So now they're being victims now that they've been pushed back to the sides of the streets and asked to disperse. Just so you understand. that was his hair. You understand that, right? That wasn't a Jewish. That was his hair cut like that. He was an agitator last night too. That same guy that was speaking, he's been going around all these different rallies and saying the same thing. That's why I said nobody cares. He can't show any video that he was hurt, but he keeps saying the cops hurt him. Deport them all. Deport their supporters too. Fuck. Don't overcrowd our jails. Send them to a third world country. And then, in order to get back into America, you have to write a 200-page apology and then get on your knees and crawl across the border and suck Donald Trump's butthole. That's the only way to get back in America. You can't, hey, guess what? You can't deport us because we are the enforcement power of the world. You guys are just pussies that can't do anything. Nothing. You can do nothing to us but shoot us from across the road. You can't look us in the white of our eyes when you're putting a knife in our throat. You're pussies. You're cowards. Because this is accomplishing a whole lot. They actually got people out here speaking and accomplishing something instead of screaming like a bunch of spoiled children. And then when you ask them what they're protesting about, they have no fucking clue. None whatsoever. They're just there for a paycheck. Look at all these pro-Palestine people screaming on the internet right now. Screaming on the internet. What are we going to do? We have to get jobs now. There's peace. See, they didn't want peace. They wanted to make money through war and then act like they were against fucking war. Just like these people want to act like they're against these criminal aliens being in our country when they won't let them come into their fucking homes. They won't let them get around their fucking shit. You know what I mean? It's all a psyop. It's all a ploy. Yeah, that's what I keep saying. Pepper spray tastes great if you're not a pussy. They're using gay ass. Dude, they're going as weak as they could possibly go on you guys. You understand that, right? When they come after people like us, they know we're a lot more savage than you. So they hit us with fucking water cannons and fucking beanbag shotguns. They're using literal paintball guns that you can just shoot yourself in the face with that thing from point blank range and laugh about it. It's a fucking paintball gun, bro. You're acting like they're murdering you out here. I'm very happy. Thank you. Very happy. You know, the word gay has nothing to do with your sexual proclivity, right? You people sexualize everything. The word gay literally means happy. That's it. And you people aren't happy. You can't call yourselves gay. You're fornicators. What? What's all MAGA got? Every part of the United States government, all the Constitution and laws, and the majority of the entire country working on our side? Yeah, that's all we got. All you got is a bunch of creepy, weird pedophiles, sexualization of everything, helping criminal alien terrorists, and destroying a country and trying to turn it into a communist country. But it backfired miserably, didn't it? Miserably. We're at 11,500 of these pussies arrested right now, by the way, getting ready to go to federal facilities. But we still love you. You're just retarded. So, do you guys want to stay on this subject right here? Or do you want to talk about the 25th mass shooting by a black teenager that happened again today? And then another shooting that happened in South Carolina by the usual suspects. Do we want to talk about those? Or do we want to continue to watch these idiots get their feelings hurt so they can't control themselves? Look, right now as we're speaking, they already moved back forward in front of the fucking cops. See, that's what we say. They'll come for us every time. South Carolina, there was a shooting at a barbecue place and bar and grill. 4 dead, 20 injured, 15 critically injured, and 2 just shot. Well, cops doing their job is not a Gestapo. Fuck terrorists. The fact that you're standing up for terrorists over America right now means you're a terrorist, and you will be held accountable. We want you to understand, if you support terrorists, that's called aiding and abetting terrorists, and it's a federal offense. No, 4 dead, 20 injured. No, 4 dead, so 24 shot. 4 of them died. 2 of them had gunshots treated, and the rest were in critical condition in the hospital right now. Absolutely. We just had the largest mass influx of people apply to be Border Patrol agents than we've ever had in our life yesterday. Actually, they released a ton of the Epstein files yesterday. You're not paying attention, dildo. And guess what? The top priority on the planet is getting rid of you terrorists. We don't care about anything else until we get that done. We want all you criminals, all you illegals, and all of you terrorists the fuck out of here. Thomas Massey, I played it for you live, you assholes, yesterday. I love being able to go in real time and fact check you people. Did y'all missed it? I ended up staying live for an extra 45 minutes because I kept proving Big Boy wrong. He even ended up saying, well, you're just an asshole then. You're just a fucking asshole. Because I kept fact checking him in real time in the comments, and it really pisses you people off. Really, really pisses you people off. The one that pissed them off the most is when I read off the actual law where you can no longer be an anonymous citizen in America. The cops in the county have to give you all the information to people that SWAT you and make reports on you now. He looks like a Venezuelan illegal, that guy right there. Why don't they grab him? Why don't they check him? Why aren't they checking any of these people to see if they're fucking legally in our country? Look at these fucking weirdos, man. They look like clowns, bro. They're all physically out of shape. None of them can do anything to you if they wanted to. Nothing. Let's lock arms and get in a circle and make it easier to arrest us. That's really smart. That's the difference between you and the berserkers like me. we'd get out there and make a shield wall and show you what fucking a line really is. You don't even know how to hold a line. Look at you. You don't even know how to form a fucking platoon and hold a fucking line, man. Yeah, but them fat cops are still more impressive than all those fucking pussy leftists out there. Look at the fucking Venezuelan or Mexican wearing a fucking Palestinian hijab. They would fucking kill him. Look at these people wearing terrorist hijab. They're wearing terrorist garb as we speak. That sign says no gods and no masters. Doesn't even know what that thing means. And what's that little pussy painter's mask for? What is that going to accomplish? Facial recognition. That was the whole point of COVID, so they know who you are while you're doing this dumb shit through facial recognition. This guy has been at the last 3 rallies we've covered. Remember this guy? I keep pointing him out with the weird fucking haircut. This fucking guy is a direct action. You'll notice, you'll see he keeps going up to people and saying stuff to them. Yeah, it's either Chicago or Portland. Let me look. Chicago, yeah. And this is right now. This is live right now happening. This is why I want to be able to get out here, guys, so we can see this stuff and get on the ground and actually, do it. But as soon as the channel starts building more, I got back on True Social today, too. Berserker Patriot store on True Social. At Berserker Patriot on TikTok. At Berserker Patriot 1776 on Rumble. Like, subscribe, share if you enjoy the content. Show some love if you enjoy it. Understand everything that goes to this channel right now, everything that goes to this channel is strictly going to be used to, if we could just set a couple cocaine bears loose, that'd be great. But everything that comes into the channel is to go to building the channel and getting out here and exposing all of this stuff. It's been a long time since I've been on a plane every fucking couple hours, but here soon we'll be able to do it. Oh yeah, we haven't even gotten started. We're only 10 months in. We have not gotten started at all. This is just, we haven't even passed all the laws. Once we pass all the laws and they go through, it's going to be really crazy. Yes, Chicago, Chirac. We're watching Chirac right now. I was just talking to a girl last night at the grocery store that's from Chi-Town in Chicago. They got the fuck out of there until this is all over with. They said it's absolutely crazy in Chicago right now, and we're just being shown a little small part of it, because most people can't get to these places because they'll get attacked. Like most patriots that go out here, they get surrounded and attacked, and they don't fight back. Once you start fighting back, once you sock a couple of these motherfuckers a couple good times, they're going to stop attacking you. Because they're going to realize, holy fuck, I'm getting hit with bricks, and it doesn't feel very good. You know what I mean? They've got to have repercussions to their fucking actions. We need people like me that'll get in the streets and not give a fuck about these cops standing here that will take up for them. And I'll fight that cop just as quick as I'll fight that fucking terrorist if I'll take up for a terrorist, bro. So just understand, we will be back out here. I thank you guys for how fast we're growing right now. I love you guys. You're awesome. Let's get back to them people. It's going to explode soon. You can see the progression of how agitated. See, he's moved through the crowd again, and he will start talking to these people. Watch. Watch.
We have the right to protest.
They don't even know how to recite the Constitution properly. You have the right to protest and air your grievance to your government officials. You don't have the right to block streets. You don't have the right to attack people. You don't have the right to get up in somebody's face and say, I'm not touching you, like a fucking 2-year-old. If you invade my personal space of hand's reach, I'm going to sock you in the fucking mouth, and it's legal. You don't have a constitutional right, a First Amendment right, to violate everybody else's Fourth Amendment right to freely travel unmolested, and that's what you're doing. You are violating the Constitution by saying you're enacting your constitutional rights, people, because we still have a Fourth Amendment right to travel unmolested. You're stopping that. It is a federal law that you cannot impede the services of federal agents. That's a federal crime. You're stopping that from happening. What happens is Title 10 gets imposed, and then we're able to put the military in the streets because you're impeding federal agents. That's the law. That's how the law works. What you're doing is not protesting. You cover your faces because you know you're going to do something stupid. You know you're in an improper assembly. You're in the middle of the street. You're not on a public sidewalk. You are in an area that has a right to be used freely. And you're impeding that process of travel. That's illegal. That's a federal crime. It's a federal felony. Understand this. The Democrat Party didn't release those files because there's nothing in there to go after Donald Trump. We all know damn well if Donald Trump's name was actually on that island, they would have redacted everything and just released it, period. They tried to kill the fucking man. They created fake laws and fake narratives to collude against fucking elections and charge him with felonies with no underlining charges whatsoever. They put a false narrative out that he was prosecuted for rape. Donald Trump's never been prosecuted for rape. He lost the civil lawsuit. He won the rape lawsuit. And now the civil lawsuit's been overturned and she owes him $28 million fucking dollars. So you guys don't pay attention. There has been an arrest warrant issued for 2 of the former FBI leaders. On Friday, they will be put in handcuffs and physically arrested. That was announced yesterday afternoon. There's a lot of stuff going on, you know. A lot of stuff is happening right now. Sure, I'm a Trump puppet, whatever. I don't care about your projection. I don't care that you think I'm a radicalist. I don't think this is radical enough. I think you should be getting your head stomped in the fucking street right now if you're trying to stop federal agents from doing their job and getting criminal aliens out of our country that are raping and killing and fucking hurting people every single day. Every single day. One of the first women that was raped and brutally beaten by Venezuelan criminal aliens was right here in Inglewood, Florida at the Inglewood Motel. You can Google it. You don't hear about that. Last month, 2 little kids physically sexually assaulted by Venezuelan criminal aliens on the outskirts between Inglewood and Port Charlotte, Florida. Last week, a criminal alien sexually assaulted another child on the other side of Port Charlotte in the woods. This is happening every single day in America. You don't hear about it, especially in red states, because they don't want you to know that they're not doing their fucking job. My voice sounds fake. Well, why does my voice sound fake? Is this better for you? Do I sound more like a Vulturous TV speaker to you now? Do you want me to speak like this? Fuck, I've been doing 9 hours of lives every day to every other day for the past 3.5 fucking weeks to a month. My throat's really strained right now. You know what I mean? I'm putting a lot of effort into rebuilding this channel, and it's helping. It's working. I love you guys. I thought we were going to be at 5,000 next week. No, we'll be at 5,000 in the next few days. So we're doing good. Oh, and memberships is fully launched now. So we are going to start the members only channel. That way we can say whatever the fuck we want. And if it pisses you off and you report me, sorry about your luck. You can't get a members only channel because you agree to my terms and conditions when you come into my members only. And I'm going to try an experiment too. Watch this. I'm going to create strictly a members only channel for about 3 days. And we're going to see how many of these liberals get so pissed off that they can't comment to me that they pay for my members only. And I'm telling you, you're going to do it. I'm telling you, you'll do it. I'm telling you. So we'll see. Because you'll come to me every time. You say you hate me. You love me. You fucking love me, man. You absolutely love me. You're in every one of my lives. I love you guys. I kind of like doing it like this, where you can watch this happening while we speak. I think this is a little bit better of a platform. If you notice, I went live. YouTube is still having a problem processing the kilobytes for your output on OBS Studios. I don't know what's going on. So here's where they're fucking up, as these guys right here. This will be the 4th time they have pushed these people back like this. And it's always the same exact agitators in the front. Even though they'll circle around each other, the same people end up in the front every time. Okay? And you notice they're only covering what the cops are doing. They're not filming anything behind here to see what's actually happening, why they're moving them around. And I want you guys to notice, these are the state patrol that you said were backing you. These aren't federal agents. This is not the military in Chicago. These are your state troopers, and they keep saying your mayor has signed an executive order that we can do this and that you have to disperse. So your own Democrat mayor signed this executive order doing this, not Trump. So stop blaming Trump. We're just doing our jobs. I would let Trump babysit my kids in a heartbeat. I wouldn't let anyone on your side get near a child, though. That's the difference. Every single one of you that get arrested, they find fucking child porn in your devices. Every single one of you that get arrested, they find child porn in your devices. So have y'all heard the news about the Charlie Kirk assassination, by the way? That shit's getting crazy, isn't it? Now they're saying that kid might not be the one who was the shooter. He was just the one that was there to take the blame. And that's fucking nuts. Get him! Get him, boys! You get him! Yeah, they're really beating that guy up, aren't they? Look how bad they're beating him up. Fuck. You pussies. Yeah, who knew when they made that movie Idiocracy it was going to end up being a fucking prophecy? These people are already trying to water the fields with Brondo. Where's your tat? Where's your tat? Where's your fax tat? Please? He's not registered, police! Now it's just the find out stage. The fuck around stage is over. You don't get to fuck around anymore. Now you're just gonna find out from here on out. I love you guys. All of you. I love my trolls.
Man, what is your birthday?
Now, we'll do a whole live about Vance, and I'll show you why I got a problem with Vance. He's not MAGA by any means. But I love my President Donald Trump. If you're new on here, I lost 300 people when I talked bad about Vance. Look at that. Well, those must have been echo chamber people that can't take the truth. So this is who I am, by the way. I'll take you back. Just give me a second. This is me. I'm the guy they wrote the book, White Will Rage, The End of Democracy, about. That was in the beginning before I put anything on my truck, and I only had one sign on there. So if you're wondering who I am, I'm a professional target for you guys. So come after me. Don't go after the people of my community, please. I love you all. Come after me. Do not go after the people of my community. I even changed the name of my company. That way, I don't have to worry about any liberals hiring me and then calling the cops on me since they already know what my affiliation is and what I believe in. I prefer not to work for Democrats, even if it hurts my business. Get you back over here to these guys. So, you see, they keep telling them to disperse the unlawful assembly, but they don't ever go farther than 5 or 10 feet with them. So, this is how the State Patrol is getting around standing up for these people. They're making it look like they're pushing them back, but they're not really pushing them back because they're still in the middle of the streets. So, now the reason I'm so mad is because, well, let's get with it. The big burn on top of my dog's head, see that? That big burn right there? That's from you on the left when you caught my RV on fire with me and my dog inside it and burned it to the fucking ground right after you got done catching my Trump store on fire. You've cut my brake lines numerous times. You've shot me 3 times. You've stabbed me. You've come after me. You've done all kinds of crazy shit to us. You've threatened to blow up and kill my landlords. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons I'm so mad. There's a lot of reasons I'm fed up and will no longer give these people mercy or tolerance. These are the peaceful left. Never once have I seen a Biden sticker on one of your cars and said, oh, God, I have to go murder that person because they don't believe like me. But that's what you do every time you see my truck. We know who the terrorists in my community are and we get rid of them quick. Well, if I'm a criminal, I guess the law sides with criminals now, so. Am I Florida? Of course I'm Florida. We're at Central California. I used to live in Thousand Oaks, Westlake Village area. But I also am a tree climber. My second job is I climb trees and cut them out of the power lines. So in case you didn't see that part on the side, it said Berserker, Patriot, Lawns and Trees. What? My dick ain't out. If I were jacking it while I was watching this, I'd let you watch me jack it, you fucking weirdo. What the fuck? I'd let you all share in that. I'm not embarrassed. I'm a fucking patriot, bro. I got no shame in my game, buddy. You're right, I do have to stay in my camper. Thanks. Thanks for noticing. I bet you live in mommy's basement. I'd rather live in a tent in the woods than live in mommy's basement and have her have to put money on my prepaid card for Din Din every night and change my fucking diaper. You're the kind of people that shit in your pants and then change your shirt. I am very weird. Thank you. I love being weird. Thank you. See, that makes no sense, Christopher, because you see me inside a fucking camper right now. You probably do live in a tent. You guys make me laugh so much. I love you. I don't ever really get angry at you people. I'm always laughing at you. Thank you so much for always giving me a good laugh, because you're so stupid it's funny, you know? You can't debate me. I beg you to debate me. I beg you to debate me every day, and you won't do it. I give you free views. I showed you. I got 40,000 views last night on my live stream. And in my last live stream, the very last one, I got 25,000 views. A huge chunk of that were liberal trolls. You could have taken your one follower that's your mommy and turned it into all those people that were on my channel. I had 1,600 comments from fucking trolls. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And the moment they killed Charlie Kirk, they killed their border wall. There's no longer a buffer between us and them. We don't care anymore. You know, they pulled my live from the Antifa rally I went to 2 Saturdays ago, right? The one where I got 200,000 views on it because I was bullying and dehumanizing terrorists. That's why I was gone for a week. But yeah, dox me, do it. My name's Joshua Pierce. I live in Port Charlotte, Florida. The area code's 33952. Give me that content. Give me those views. Thank you. I love it. See, I'll never moderate you out of my comments, and I'll never ban you from my channel because you're my biggest fans, trolls. I can always count on my trolls no matter what. Oh, you should have voted for Trump. You're right, Xavier. You're right. Oh, hey, what's up, buddy? What is up? Yeah, I'm back. How you doing? We used to be at odds. Now you're thinking twice, aren't you? And that's okay, because we accept you. You don't have to stay on that side and be miserable. You can be happy. We'll take you. It's okay. It's okay, guys. We're all Charlie Kirk. No, they're not, because I tell them every single live stream. I tell them they're helping me, and I tell them they're not going to go away. And no matter what they say, they'll always be back, because in reality, they love the fuck out of me. Hey, I don't build up treasures on earth, buddy. I don't care about monetary things. Why would I want a house when I'm about to be traveling the fucking country, exposing you fucking pussies, and getting a good laugh out of being able to smack a couple of you around every once in a while when you attack me? I live in a truck camper now. Get it right. Get it correct. That's all you can do is insult me. I'll take it. Give me those analytical fucking comments. Thank you. Let me get those analytics on YouTube. No, my feelings are never hurt. I love you guys. You're awesome. Hey, C-Dub, you're great, buddy. Oh, you pity me? Well, we pity all of you. You're sad. You're pathetic. Every one of you leftists are pathetic. Every single person talking shit about me having to live in this camper because of their violence and vandalism lives with their fucking mom. So I'd rather live in my truck than live with my mom, bro. It's called being an adult and taking up for yourself. The dog is sleepy because we just did a 5-mile jog. Kira, is that my baby? Because I love you. Yeah, I spend the first part of my day not thinking about any of you people and playing with my dog and going for a nice long jog. Plus, she's 13. My lost soul? Oh, you've never read the Bible. Do I need to school you on the Bible? Do I need to school you on the Bible and Jesus Christ, where it says in the Bible you must hate all things God hates, so you don't love God? Or would you like to talk about the part of the Bible in the New Testament that says a man should not wear a woman's clothes, a woman should not wear a man's clothes. Any who does is detestable in the sight of the Lord your God. How about that one? Or do we talk about Revelation, where it says, I have this against you. You tolerate the Jezebel spirit and allow it to lead my children into sexual immoralities and depravities. So on the day of judgment, this I hate about you, the Lord your God. We can keep going. I read the Bible as much as possible can. Anytime you test me on the Bible, what is OBS? OBS Studios is a streaming software that allows you to do the picture-in-picture like I had earlier when I was live. So it's called OBS Studio. And it allows you to put up the live streams like I had it earlier. But there's so many people on the inner spheres this morning using OBS that the software is running so slow it's not keeping up with YouTube. So I figured we'd just do this. Usually I go live on this and then I go live on Rumble. And then I use my other phone, my other cell phone, and I go, I'll do the comments from there and go live from there too. But from OBS and Streamlabs, I can go live on all 26 social media platforms at the same time. But it's been a beautiful day. You know what I mean? It's been a beautiful week. It's been a beautiful month. Other than, I don't count the violence of the left as, making me have a bad day. Because in the long run, I get extremely blessed out of it, and it always backfires. Thank you, brother. Austria. Like, subscribe, and share if you like the content. Like, subscribe, and share if you don't. See, that's his hair. That's not a Jewish hat. That's his fucking hair. So I don't know what we're trying to accomplish there, but that's hair. That's not a hat. Someone said, put the Jewish black. I told you he'd be back, though, didn't I? I told you, as soon as they cut to another rally, that motherfucker will be there, too. He's one of the agitators. And that's another thing allowing them to continue to do this does, is it shows who the organizers and the actual agitators are. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you. If you ever feel like donating to the channel, and I think, Paul, if you're on here right now or if you're at work and you see this later, I think you have enough of a standing on my channel if you'd like to start helping me moderate. No, it's not. No, it's the Bible stories about people in Africa. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my fucking life. Oh, the live's over. It's ended, guys. Let's find something else. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and I'll prove you wrong on that anytime you want me to. Just like y'all say Jesus was black because in the Bible it says his hair was white like wool. It says his hair was white like wool. It doesn't say his hair was like wool, you fucking retards. You can't just pick and choose the words that you use. Changing words changes the whole story. But it says, my dad's a pastor. What's your point? Every time you read the Bible, it tells you a different story. Because the more you read the Bible, the more God speaks to you. You understand that, right? That's the only way to get the closest to God you can get is through reading the actual Bible. So every time you read the Bible, you're going to discern something different from it, and you're going to get closer to the real truth of the Bible, because that's how God speaks to you. And when you first start reading the Bible, especially if you're a new Christian, you don't really understand or know how anything in the Bible is going. And how's this one doing? So this one's on Fox News. This was a couple hours ago. This isn't the same one, is it? No, this is Broadview, Illinois here. So, you see, this is the middle of the street. This isn't a public sidewalk. This is the middle of the street.
We watch these scenes unfold in real time. We watch them along with you. And right now, our understanding is that officers are working to disperse this crowd. In fact, we are starting to see a line of these officers move toward the demonstrators and some of the media members.
No, we have democratic processes, but we were a constitutional republic. We're choosing the republic way. We're not a democracy. The only writings about democracy from the forefathers are negative and says we should never do that.
I'm going to stick with this.
We're not a democracy. A democracy is majority rules. If we want to try a democracy, then we don't have any more checks and balances, and we can vote all of you either to prison or out of this country, because we're the majority of people of the country. So if that's what you want to do, we can do that. The same old talking points in every one of these, isn't it? Look, it's Green Hat Girl. Completely different protest than we were just watching. This is one from 2 hours ago. Completely different protest. There's Green Hat Girl. There's this chick. Look, remember her? I remember that stupid hair with that damn painter's mask on. It does nothing for pepper spray, by the way. Does nothing for biological agents whatsoever. That's for painting so you don't get overspray in your fucking nose and your mouth. As a painter, I can tell you that. Oh, we're way past 100 million now, buddy. We're way over that. They just had the largest sign up for Republican voters we've ever had. The Democrats no longer have enough voters registered to even win an election. They might win a couple of these elections in these pussy-ass communist states. They should have already been shut the fuck down and had all these politicians arrested. But there's no longer enough registered Democrats to run a presidential election. It's not possible.
Line of officers slowly making their way.
Depending on how violent these people get, depends on if we even have an election in 2028. Depending on how bad everything gets. Because now these people, if you don't know about these, what's going on with these leftists, and them antagonizing Russia and stuff like that, trying to cause problems for America, it's getting quite crazy out here. They're shooting. God dang it! Get off of there! Oh my God! What the hell's going on here? There you go. Oh, Trump's doing a press briefing, guys, live.
They've requested more police. What do they have? About 3,500. I said, 3,500? This is not a big deal.
Oh, he's already done this, unless he's just different,
What
same
you need
talking
is
points.
Rules and regulations, and you need the right people to implement them. And we have the right people here that I can.
Well, that's this one right here. This one with my cursor's over, that's not the right person.
You can do.
In case you don't know,
she never called one of the.
She tried to. Oh no, it is live. But she tried to expand red. She did expand red flag laws in Florida, and she tried to confiscate our guns. So we fired her ass. We got her out of Florida.
I fixed it in 3 months. No.
And she's not doing a good job. So.
The first week, but really fixed it.
He's doing a great job. Other than the fact that they're allowing a Qatar military base in America now, an air base, which Qatar is an Islam country, just so you know. They are our enemy. They hate us.
It's time for dramatic action. We're going to do the same thing over here. It's going to be a very safe city very soon. We're not looking at this take years, because a lot of people die in years. And we got incredible people in this country.
As you can see, I don't live in an echo chamber. I can talk shit where shit is due about my own side. I don't give a fuck.
We deliver like nobody's ever delivered before.
If people can't analytically look at things,
I think it's easy.
And you can only watch one side of the information, you're in a fucking cult.
It's impossible. But I'm very confident. Last week, my administration surged 500 federal agents into the district, including from the FBI, ATF, DEA, Park Police, U.S. Marshal Service.
No, send the fags that are standing up for Gaza this whole time to Gaza to fucking rebuild Gaza.
They got some.
Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Well, more like 1,000 stones, because that's what they do to them. But you know what I mean.
ATF, FBI, Park Police, the U.S. Marshal Service, Secret Service, Department of Homeland Security. They got some police.
That's funny because we haven't had any failures. Only your side has. You can't give us any evidence of anything.
They don't have crime either. They made dozens of arrests, and that's what.
All you can do is say insults. When you can show us proof, maybe you can change our minds.
Cashless bail. Watch what we do with that. Today, we're formally declaring a public safety emergency. This is an emergency. This is a tragic emergency. And it's embarrassing for me to be up here. You know, I'm going to see Putin. I'm going to Russia on Friday.
Okay, so this is
talking about how unsafe and how dirty and disgusting his once beautiful capital was, with graffiti all over the walls. It's another part of it, by the way, because we're talking about safety. We're also talking about beautification. We're the most beautiful, potentially capital in the world. We always had. But people come from Iowa, they come from Indiana, they come and then they get mugged. Not going to happen. Keep coming, because by the time you get your trip set, it's going to be safe again, and it's going to be clean very quickly. We're going to replace the medians that are falling down all over the roads. We're going to replace the potholes. We're going to put a nice new coat of asphalt over the top. No, we don't have to rip the road out and spend 7 years building a new road because they cut everything because some designers said, well, we need a quarter of an inch more turn for safety reasons. No, we're going to do it right. We're going to get it done quickly. So today we're declaring public safety emergency in the District
Robert
of
E.
Columbia.
Lee?
Attorney General Pam Bondi, who's fantastic, is taking command of the Metropolitan Police Department as of this moment.
If that's what you think's rambling like a lost old man, and then you think Biden can speak, then we feel bad for you because you're retarded.
He better be, Terry, if you're not, I'm going to get rid of you so fast. Terry Cole. Terry, thanks.
See, they don't think these are coherent sentences because they don't understand what the definitions of words are.
And you'll be designated as the interim federal commissioner.
They don't know what things mean.
Metropolitan.
They're literally that stupid. That's why they have a problem with what Trump is saying, and they can't understand it, and they don't understand the logic behind what I'm saying.
They got in there because of woke. But you have a lot of great police, and those people are the ones that want to help you. This city will no longer be a sanctuary for illegal alien criminals.
Yes.
We will have full, seamless, integrated cooperation at all levels of law enforcement.
Yes.
And we'll deploy officers across the district with an overwhelming presence. You'll have more police, and you'll be so happy because you'll be safe.
Bye, criminals. Bye, losers.
You're going to see police, or you're going to see FBI agents. We're going to have a lot of agents on the street. You're going to have a lot of essentially military, and we will bring.
I'm not okay with FBI on the streets.
By the way,
just so you know.
But
I'm fine with the military. I'm not okay with federal agents on the streets.
Bring in the military if needed. People say, "Oh, that's so terrible." He's going to bring in. It's been used many times over the years. I don't think we'll need it. I think we've got so many great.
That's people. Because the FBI has proven they are our enemy. They're not our friend. Even now. What are they doing?
They'll immediately begin massive enforcement operations targeting known gangs, drug dealers, and criminal networks to get them the hell off the street. Maybe get them out of the country because a lot of them came into our country illegally. They shouldn't have been allowed in. They come from Venezuela. They come from all over the world. We're going to get them the hell out. They won't be here long. But some of these people, a lot of them are home.
I got a lot of friends. But I'm an adult, so my friends don't have to be by me all the time. That's my best friend laying on the couch right there.
People that were given to me today that were criminals removed from the D.C. streets this weekend. They were rough and tough. But we're rougher and tougher. Look at these people here. Nothing, they're not going to be your local school teacher.
Yes, like the children they zip-tied. You're talking about the 15-year-old girl that went on the car chase and hit 3 cars and threw shit at officers' cars and fled from them for 20 minutes. And then they started recording when they were pulling her out of the car and she was screaming, "I'm 15. Yeah, they should have busted her fucking head. She just hurt 2 other people and she was illegally in this country.
I've heard so many great things.
Your age doesn't excuse you from the fucking law.
A long time. Their families
nobody cares.
Into the roles.
That's what y'all think.
They love this area. So, Doug, could you say a few words, please?
I know you're not saying I supported Biden.
On behalf of the U.S. Park Police, this is the oldest federal police force in the nation. They were formed in 17.
It's getting hot out here, man. We need a lot of ice.
And President George Washington. They've got the awesome responsibility of protecting our nation's most sacred monuments. The National Mall, Washington Monument, Jefferson Memorial, Lincoln Memorial,
that's
Statue of Liberty, and out west, the Presidio.
That's the new shirt that I just made, by the way, and we're going to have released soon. I'm just waiting for them to try it out of the machine. It says, it's got an ICE agent holding the dude on the ground, and it says you might want to put an ice pack on that.
They've been doing a fantastic job, but they are so pleased the rank and file that President Trump is now allowing them to enforce the law. As those of you that live in the city may know that the circles and the triangle parks that are spread throughout D.C. are actually federal park property. So
they're always big mad because they see that everything they've tried to do for the past 4 years is over.
The Biden administration, all of you saw that.
Over.
Since President Trump's executive order on March 27th, making D.C. safe and beautiful again, the U.S. Park Police have removed over 70 homeless camps. And President Trump also talked about beautification. They're stopping and enforcing the laws against graffiti on our monuments. They've removed over 80 specific attacks against our history with graffiti on our monuments. So they continue to do a great job, whether it's in their vehicles, on foot, or on the mounted police that you see around the National Mall. And President Trump, they thank you. The rank and file is so happy to be enforcing the law again. Thank you for your leadership. And they're excited about the announcement we're making today.
So let's make this very clear. You've sent the FBI after me for speaking at school board meetings. You've tried to have me arrested for preaching in the streets. You've tried to have me arrested just because of the stuff that's on my fucking truck. But who doesn't believe in freedom of speech? Our side or yours? You literally tell us in the comments, stop talking. You don't have a right to do this. You try to shut us down at every chance. You know what they did in Germany? They had the brown coats that would go to the opposition's rallies and try to shut them down and quiet them up. We've never done that to you, ever. We don't just show up at your rallies and tell you you can't speak. We don't attack you. We don't get violent with you. And then when that didn't work, they would assassinate them from across the fucking street. What does that sound like? You know what I mean? And when that didn't work, their government weaponized, here it would have been the DOJ and the FBI, against parents speaking at school board meetings. And anyone that didn't agree with their point of view, every single type of Republican, if you had anything with a cross on it, you had a MAGA hat on, you had anything to do with being a Republican, a Christian, a Jew, anything, you were on the FBI's website as a terrorist. Everything. The only thing we've made you a terrorist about is the fact that you're destroying everything and murdering people. And you're an actual organized entity that's around the fucking world that's literally terrorizing in the streets, burning shit down, killing people, raping kids, raping women, going on subways and knocking people out for no fucking reason, going down the streets and attacking people for no fucking reason. You know, we're at over 6,000 people that have been critically injured by you Antifa assholes just during the summer of love. You know what I mean? And any other point in history, we would have just wiped you off the fucking map of America. You would have been gone. You know what I mean? You're a terrorist organization. You're foreign terrorists. And you actually have made millions of videos celebrating the assassinations of Donald Trump and Charlie Kirk, the attempted assassination of Trump, the assassination of Charlie Kirk. You've taken bombs to churches and kids' schools. You've shot up children's schools and Christian schools. The last 25 shootings was from either an Antifa or Trans-Tifa radical wacko that's murdering people. You can't even give January 6th as an excuse anymore. You know why? Because now we know for a fact 257 FBI agents were there, and we have them on video breaking the windows and inciting people to go inside. That was not patriots. That's why you can see the MAGA Republicans saying, "What are you doing? Stop breaking fucking windows." And then the FBI agents pushing them back. Now we have that verified. The only instance you can give is a Nazi that had no political affiliation to the Republican Party whatsoever. He was registered as a Democrat, attacking other Democrats. You know what I mean? Or January 6th. That's the only two instances you can give us. That's it. We can give you 20,000 in the past 4 years of things you've destroyed and broken. So that's the difference between you and us. We don't go out in the streets and get violent. You do. Violence is not protesting. Killing people is not protesting. It's terrorism. You're a terrorist. We don't care about your feelings anymore. We don't care what you think. We don't care about the shit you talk in our comments. We're going to get you. Period. That's all there is to it. Our DOJ, our president, all of these people standing right here, they're going to get you. We're going to get you. They've made it very clear. They're going through all social media posts from the past, since 2016 until now, all of them. All comments, all messages, all emails, everything. And they're coming for you. They're going to put it all together and they're going to get you. If you've supported terrorism or you've aided and abetted criminal aliens, you are committing the highest crimes of the land of America. And we're going to get you. Period. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We still got 3.5 years to do this. We've done all this in 10 months, bro. We're good to go. We got plenty of time. And you're welcome. Now you said free Palestine. We did that. You're welcome. And you're still talking shit. You're literally getting what you wanted right now. You're still talking shit.
I just want to highlight that before I get into Northern Virginia. This year alone, under President Trump's administration, we've had over 4,000 child victims identified and found. That's a 33% increase from the same time period.
Yeah, but I'd like to see the 350,000 children your agents
We've had
brought into this country, Cash.
kilograms of fentanyl up to this date. That is a 25% increase since the same time period last year. And just to put it in perspective,
we want to see you hold these federal agents to traffic children accountable, Cash.
115 million Americans. 115 million Americans. Cops are getting after it. The FBI has arrested 19,000 people this year alone. Thanks to President Trump's administration, that's double than where we were this time last year. And we have also arrested 1,600 people who have committed violent acts against children. 270 of them are human traffickers of children. Mr. President, this is what happens when you have...
So let me go ahead and say this, okay? I was the biggest backer of Cash Patel. I'm not anymore. Because let me tell you this. Just me alone, with Grady Judd in Polk County, Florida, we got 1,800 fucking sex traffickers arrested between Disney and fucking Tampa in 2021 and 2022. So that's not a very good, those aren't very good arrest records for them saying that we're going to get 1 million a month. You know what I mean? I can admit that. I can say that. Cash needs to man the fuck up. I don't know what happened, but you can look at him when he talks. He's not the same person he was before he became the FBI director. He's not. Something's happened.
And that's exactly what we did. In 1 month, we arrested 545 violent felons. 545 in the state of Virginia, thanks to Governor Youngkin's partnership. And that simplicity in law enforcement is what's coming to Washington, D.C. When you let good cops be cops, when you give them the intel they need, when you work with our Homeland Security task force.
Donald Trump, absolutely.
Terry and Gaddy and I go way back to Miami. These guys are great leaders of the respective departments in law enforcement.
Fucking Miami,
and when you
where we're fucked right now.
President Trump driving behind this mission, we are going to clean up Washington, D.C., and we're going to do it the right way, the lawful way, and we're going to make sure Washington, D.C. is safe again. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Attorney General.
I thought we just did that, guys.
Thank you, Cash.
So the process begins right now.
Love you, sir. Thank you for all the sacrifices you've given to us. And there are many.
It's going to be something that will be pretty amazing to you as you watch it. And I think most of you say it's a beautiful thing to do it right. We're going to be removing homeless encampments from all over our parks, our beautiful, beautiful parks, which now a lot of people can't walk on. They'd be very...
Yeah, those
very
parks
dirty,
should be there for kids.
We've got a lot of problems. But we've already started...
You don't know what you're talking about when you call Trump a draft dodger.
Trying to take care of...
Do some research about it.
Some of those people, we don't know how they even got there. Some of those people are from
Trump's dad in those factories contributed more to the war than him going to war ever could have.
People from underpasses and public spaces from all over the city. There are many.
He didn't dodge the draft. He made a deal with the United States military. Get it right. He was a businessman about it.
Capital into a wasteland for the world to see. The Metropolitan Police Department and the federal authorities will be supported.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Who cares? Who cares what any of you think? That's the thing. Nobody cares anymore. The entire apparatus of the United States government is against you, and so are your own states and cops now. Nobody supports you. You have no support of anyone in authority any longer, except for some communists that are about to be in prison or deported.
Highly overrated, not very confident. But I said, if you need them, we'll give you 10,000 of the military or the National Guard. They turned me down. But if necessary, we're going to move service members directly.
Yeah, I don't care about other countries. I care about America.
And that'll take place very rapidly, and that'll be done in conjunction with BAM and with Pete and everybody else. Washington, D.C.
No, we don't all have God. If you've blasphemed the Holy Spirit, you no longer have God on your side. It's an unforgivable sin.
Make it smart. We'll make it beautiful. So beautiful. Some of the buildings, we're going to add to it. You see what we've done at the White House. White House is a whole different building. I do that in my part-time because it's a natural instinct as a real estate person. I was very good at that, and I was very good at fixing things up. I like fixing things up. You see what's happening. The marble floors are being reinstalled, renovated, fixed. The whole place is becoming very beautiful. We're going to be.
Oh, do you know how much algorithm use I get because you put my tag name in there? Thank you. And thank you for recognizing me as the original Berserker Patriot, because I am. I was the first channel ever, Berserker Patriot store with the Berserker Patriot in it.
I mean, this was a DC news conference. It tells me
that Berserker Patriot symbol in my profile is my trademark. I own it. That's my business logo.
And I think, frankly, fixing the crime with the pros, fixing the crime.
And yes, we do have Berserker Patriot merch coming out very soon.
And she's been incredible. She was a fantastic, one of the best ever district attorneys in New York. She was in Westchester and became a judge, very successful judge. And then she went into showbiz because she was such a good DA and such a good judge, tough judge, but fair, always fair. Nobody ever complained about that, but she was tough. And because of that and her reputation, she went into showbiz. So a lot of people don't, they think of Janine as showbiz. Actually, showbiz was...
Well, Canada's not a part of our country, and neither is Mexico. But if we invade them and take them, we'll consider them Americans. They're not American citizens. They don't run under the same laws we do. They don't have a constitution. You can't be a part of this country unless you assimilate to this country, period. That's the law. We're not a country for immigrants. We're a country made by settlers, and we allow you to come here. You don't freely get to come here. Bring us your tired and poor. That's why the Statue of Liberty was not allowed on American soil, because we're not a country of liberty. Liberty is given to you in maritime naval ports. You get the liberty to go places. They give you liberty. We're a country of freedom, inalienable rights under God. We're not a country of liberty. That's why they wouldn't allow the Statue of Liberty on the soil of America. That's why it's in the middle of the water. And that saying on the Statue of Liberty was a French female poet. Has nothing to do with American writing whatsoever, just so you all know.
We all want a safe city. We want a safe capital. We want to be able to bring our families here. We want to be able to come and enjoy the history that makes this place great. And unfortunately, we are not in that position right now. And Mr. President, I want to thank you for taking the step that we need right now.
You know, Thomas Jefferson and Benjamin Franklin didn't even want the Statue of Liberty here.
I'm not going to get away with it anymore. And I'm not going to stand here and go over and over the cases. But what I can tell you is this. I see too much violent crime being committed by young punks who think that they can get together in gangs and crews and beat the hell out of you or anyone else. They don't care where they are.
I don't ask you people for money. What are you talking about? I don't come on here and ask for money. I work for a living.
Why?
If people feel like donating, they can donate. And thank you.
15, 16, 17 years old. And you have
for some reason, it didn't show me that you guys donated that money. You must have done it in gifts.
On a public bus.
Do a super chat so I can respond to your super chats and pin you guys. The gifts don't come up as super chats, but thank you very much.
We need to go after the DC Council and their absurd laws.
Go ahead and listen.
We need to get rid of this concept of, no cash bail. We need to recognize that the people who matter are the law-abiding citizens, and it starts today. But it's not going to end today, because the president is going to do everything we need to do to make sure that these emboldened criminals understand we see you, we're watching you, and we're going to change the law to catch you. And my final note is this. These kids understand that the jurisdiction is through the state attorney general, Brian Schwab. I did a poster of the young man from
Judge Jenny Jones.
broken nose.
I can't get that out of my head. Thank you, brother.
What happened?
Action is incorporated.
I can't prosecute them.
Love you, sir.
They go to family court, and they get to do yoga and arts and crafts. Enough. It changes today. Thank you, Mr. President.
When I did private security, she was on the TV every day during the daytime.
I just signed
in the booth.
Executive orders. I'd like to have Will please come up and we'll let the people know what we're saying. Do you want to put them down?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, brother.
Ago in the Oval Office, President Trump signed 2 crucial executive actions to deal with the emergency crime conditions we currently face in the District of Columbia. The first of these was an executive order, as President Trump said before, invoking his powers under Section 40 of the Home Rule Act to take federal control of the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department. Along with that executive order, President Trump signed the statutorily required notification letters to Mayor Bowser and to the relevant House and
Did you
Senate
just say she's not a judge?
The second major executive action that President Trump signed.
She had her own professional, she had her own daytime reality TV show.
Utilize the National Guard to address
As a
the
judge,
conditions we see
overseeing court.
Our streets here in D.C. It also authorized the Secretary of Defense to work with state governors to utilize their National Guard units if necessary as well.
No.
Decisive steps.
They're allowed to talk bad about me, but thank you for taking up for me. I love you.
Seen on DC streets for far too long, and I, for one, am deeply proud to be part of an administration.
There are really ordained judges. Before they did the TV judge thing, she was a judge for 20 plus years before she did that, asshole.
Just to conclude, Washington, D.C. should be one of the safest, cleanest, most beautiful places anywhere in the world. It was years ago. We had one problem that was a pretty big problem. The radical left got out of
Trump
control.
pardoned everybody in the country because an armed society is a polite society.
I said, let's go pass a law real fast.
If everybody's armed, the ones that shouldn't have guns won't be here, and we won't have to worry about overcrowded prisons and criminal aliens and any of that stuff.
They don't get it.
An armed society is a border-controlled society.
They don't want safety. And I found an old statute, very old, early 1900s, that said if you so much as touch or even think about destroying a statue,
yes,
or a monument
Trump from
in Washington, D.C., you go to jail for 10 years with no probation, no anything. Nothing slightly different than we have today. Today we have cashless bail. Then you get jailed 10 years. No curtailed sentence, 10 years. And we took it out. Nobody used it. It was never used because, it's harsh. And you remember they started to rip down the statue of Abraham Lincoln. I said, that's a tough one to rip down. He was pretty good, man. I think he was pretty good. When the rope started going around Abraham Lincoln to pull him down, Andrew Jackson, others, and they were heading to the Jefferson Memorial, Thomas Jefferson. We're going to do a big number there. I said, it's time. And I signed that statute immediately. We had it updated. We made it, use the same language, all passed by Congress. And I announced it's 10 years in jail, no probation, no anything, 10 years, no curtail sentence if you touch, so much as touch. In Washington,
minimum
D.C.
mandatory, baby. And minimum mandatory.
It was an amazing sight, beautiful sight. Everybody just left.
Thank you, Sherry.
We're hanging around.
Love you, sweetie.
Andrew Jackson.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel and go check me out, Berserker Patriot 1776 on Rumble.
But everybody just left. I know.
And check me out on Truth Social, Berserker Patriot Store, just like on here. Exactly the same name on here on Truth Social. I just remade my Truth Social account.
I don't want to give you the exact as you'll say. Donald Trump gave us this around like early on. If I'm slightly off, they make you sound a little bad. So I won't put myself in that position. I won't put you in that position. Because I think everybody agrees with what we're doing today. But when I signed that thing, it was like a miracle. Everybody left. They were gone. They were starting to march down. They started the march toward Thomas Jefferson. And I figured he was always going to be safe. But they found something with him, and they found something with Abraham Lincoln. And even in the name George Washington in California, numerous places changed the name of George Washington High School and various other places. They took George Washington. This was a sick, woke culture that I think we've largely ended.
You waking up? Come here.
And a lot of those people that were woke are now turning out to be the opposite. I won't go so far as to say MAGA. It's a very special category. But they've gotten out of that. But we have people that love this country, and they love this really beautiful capital. It is. I flew over it the other day, and I said, "What?"
You're the one that's on Grindr, faggot.
There's crime all over the streets. when you get there, it doesn't look so beautiful. But we're going to make it beautiful again. We're going to fix it with crime, and we're going to also, as we're doing that, we're going to start doing things that we know how to do, that I know how to do better than anybody, I guess, because of my experience from previous life. But not only are we stopping the crime, we're going to...
James Games, you talk about Biden, right? And Kamala Harris, lowest approval rating ever. Because right now, Trump has the highest approval rating. As a matter of fact, they just did a poll with Republicans if they would vote for Trump in a third term, and 97% of the poll said yes.
Something very special. All of these people are really tough. Can I shake your hand, Daddy, please? You're going to be so...
Because your only option is Gavin Newsom or AOC, and that's not an option for this country.
Because he's too soft. I don't think he's too soft. If I do, I will, though. Is it okay if you do? If you're
so, guys, I'm sorry to do this. Or here, I'm going to fact check James Games right now for everybody.
You're not going to have to worry about that. No, I think you're going to do a fantastic job. And everybody in this room, they may not express it, but they all want that to happen. You know, they want to be safe, and their families too. So it's an honor to have such a large group. I've done this for years now, hard to believe. I've never seen this room so packed. In fact, I'm sure it's a violation of every fire code. But we'll let you stay anyway. You're taking a chance. And with that, we'll say, maybe if you could, oh, wow. We could be here all day long. If you could.
You're going by The Economist, not by the actual polls that do hundreds of thousands of people, right? As of mid-October 25, 43 of Real Clear Politics right here, the most used political source for statistics. 45.3%. And disapproval of 51.9% for a net approval of 6.6 points. You win the election with 3.5 points. You understand that, right? So right now, Biden was never over a 25% approval rating.
But I'm really just quoting other leaders from data.
Right now, Trump has the highest approval rating of any president.
Saudi Arabia, Qatar.
And that's your liberal real clear politics.
$5.1 trillion.
Let's go with the government statistics. What's Trump's approval rating?
Then they agreed to put up 5% instead of 2%. 2% they didn't pay, 5%'s already paid. We had a great meeting, and they all said the same thing. They said our country was dead. They thought our country was gone. 1 year ago, they said your country was dead. And now you have the hottest country anywhere in the world. We're the hottest country in the world right now. The tariffs have helped. It's given us not only the money, it's billions, trillions of dollars of money, but it gives us great power over enemies. We solved 5 wars. Pakistan and India, we just solved one. Azerbaijan, and as you know, in Armenia. That war was raging for 37 years. And the 2 leaders got up with this and said, we never thought this would be solved. Russia tried to solve it. They all tried to solve it. It was a very tough situation, but we got it done.
Okay, so here we go. Under
you guys friends and
Raw Research Center, 40% approval rating. From the Gallup poll, 40% approval rating. From The Economist, 39% approval rating. From
in the Congo.
Slight decline.
That's been going on for 30 years.
Trump's approval rating saw a modest dip from January 25. It was around 47. Remained largely stable in the low 40s. Nothing. You can't find even one liberal place that says Donald Trump's approval rating is what you said it was.
So beautiful. You write down those.
Among independents, it's down to he's got 29% just under independents. So add all those together, and he's got over a 50% approval rating. Because each one of those are from registered, non-registered, Democrat, and fucking. So you're looking at strictly the independent poll? I just pulled up The Economist. No, I didn't. What are you reading from?
It's not really expensive. And we're going to fix our roads a little bit. We're going to clean up our sidewalks. Your countries.
The Economist. Donald Trump's approval rating.
And they wash their sidewalks in front of their stores or their houses. They scrub. They scrub their sidewalks. So we aren't quite at that level yet, I don't think. Daddy, we're not quite there yet.
Now it says it's fallen 17 points from where it was, you asshole. That doesn't mean 17% approval rating. You people are just stupid. You're really stupid. Think I won't just fact check you in real time? It says it's fallen 17%. Not that it's at 17, it's minus 17. Not fucking at 17%, you dildo.
He used to say, son,
You people just don't understand words. That's the fucking problem.
Don't go in.
There's nowhere on here. I just pulled it all up and showed it to your face. So that just proves that we no longer need to respond to you because your brain is literally applesauce.
It's a very good question.
Don't change your shirt when you shit in your pants. Change your fucking pants, bro.
Do you expect more cities to follow Jesus' path if this goes through? So the idea
I just showed it to you right here in front of the fucking camera. So you didn't read it from nowhere. It says minus 17. It doesn't say 17%. It says they're saying he lost under their voters 17%. You're stupid. That's why you never win elections.
That's early. Somebody reported it, which is fine. We're looking at it. Some people like it. Some people hate it. Some people hate the whole concept of marijuana because it does bad for the children. It does bad for people that are older than children. But we're looking at reclassification, and we'll make a determination over the next few weeks. And that determination hopefully will be the right one. It's a very complicated subject. It's, the subject of marijuana. I've heard great things having to do with medical, and I've had bad things having to do with just about everything else. But medical and
what is the best
pain and various
site to find polls for
other things? I've heard some pretty bad things. The other part of your question, I mean, we're just
what's the most legitimate place to find the approval rating of the president?
What we're doing. Other cities are hopefully watching this. They're all watching, just like everyone's watching here. They're all watching, and maybe they'll self clean up, and maybe they'll self do this and get rid of the cashless bail thing and all of the things that caused the problem. I mean, if you go back, this whole thing with cashless bail is a disaster. So many problems came that
the Cook's
we never had
political
before.
report, Donald
So
Trump's approval rating.
And if they don't learn their lesson, if they haven't studied this properly, because we're going to be very successful, I have zero doubt about that. It's going to be. It's a question of will it be really fast, like the border. Everyone said, they used to say, Biden used to say, I need legislation. I didn't get any legislation. I called up our people, and we did a great job. Tom Homan was great. As you know, our secretary did a great job. They did a great job. There's no games. They didn't play games. And we're going to have the same thing here. But then I'm going to look at New York in a little while. Let's do this.
Right there, guys.
Let's do this together. Let's see. It's going to go pretty quickly. And if we need to, we're going to do the same thing.
That is the
Chicago,
legitimate,
which is a disaster. We have a mayor
actual
totally
approval rating for registered voters of Donald Trump, 42.7%.
Pritzker's an incompetent. His family threw him out of the business, and he ran for.
And that's only up until August. Let's go and put in the parameters of.
But I noticed he lost a little weight, so maybe he has a chance. You never know what happens. But Pritzker's a gross incompetent guy, thrown out of the family business. But when I look at Chicago and I look at L.A., if we didn't go to L.A.
Trump's
3 months
polling
ago,
approval.
L.A. would be burning like the part that didn't burn. If he would have allowed the water to come down, which I told him about in my first term, I said, you're going to have problems. Let it come down. We actually sent in our military to have the water come down into L.A. They still didn't want it to come down after the fires. But that was it. We have it coming down. But hopefully L.A. is watching. That mayor also. The city's burning. They lost like 25,000 homes. I went there the day after the fire. You were there. And I saw people standing in front of a burned down home. It was, their homes were incinerated. They weren't like, even the steel was literally, it was all warped.
Oh, you're reading it off of this is what you're reading it off of, right? This non-legitimate source that doesn't actually poll anybody. They did a poll of 1,000 people, and out of those 1,000 people, They got a poll. It literally says it's an opinion piece at the bottom here. So then you get all the way down to the bottom to their.
Almost immediately, rezoned it as a star.
Hold on.
They have all their federal permits. They don't have their city permits. And the mayor said to me, we think we can have them in 2 years. I was walking down the street and I met with fire and police. And I was saying hello to many people that were standing in.
Let's see what the New York Times says. They're on your side too. Oh, even among the New York Times, it's 43%.
And the mayor said we should be able to get them the permits within 2 years.
That's weird. Every statistic agrees. Besides, I'm not putting my fucking email in here.
They don't have their permits to build their homes. And now they're
well, it's not letting me choose to create it. There it goes. So this is from the New York Times. God damn it. I hate the fucking New York Times. Look at this shit. There you go. 43% approval. New York Times. Let's go down to the next one. The Silver Bulletin. This is one of your liberal stations right here. Let's see what they're saying. Let me go down. Let me find their statistics. So it says right here, 42,000 people polled. Oh, weird. They also agree. 43% approval rating. Huh. Let's go through another poll. Oh, let's see what CNN says. This is your CNN, right? You trust CNN? Oh, approval. Look, they give you all the breakdowns too. So, CNN News, 42% approval rating. Pew Research, 40% approval rating. NPR, 41%. NYT, 43% approval rating. Oh, look, it gives you all the statistics, all of them. All of them. Huh. Huh. On average, she's between 48 and 50% approval rating. Huh. Weird, huh? Weird. That gives you all of them. Weird that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, isn't it? Sucks like it fact check you in real time, doesn't it? That's your CNN politics, too.
250, which is going to be fantastic. And also for the World Cup. So we have a lot of good things. I hope 250 is going to be, 250th anniversary is going to be the best. But when I looked at those people, and I saw...
Way higher than former President Joe Biden. Those statistics were just on the last poll. Joe Biden only ever got 17% approval. So maybe you were looking at the wrong poll and you didn't notice that Biden's name was right underneath Trump's. But I just showed you every poll. So your little economist liberal news that nobody goes by doesn't matter.
They have tremendous tariffs that get banked in the United States of America.
Oh, when I prove you wrong, I suck big ones, huh?
Very good with President Xi and myself. Yeah.
What was Joe Biden's approval rating?
So what I'm saying is a war that should never happen. It's a war that wouldn't have happened if I were president. It would have never happened. It wasn't.
Oh, you can't even pull up CNN.
But if you look, under President Bush, they took a lot of territory. Under President Obama, they took a lot of territory. Under Biden, they essentially took the whole thing. You know, it's just a question of time.
Gallup poll. Biden.
Nothing. I was the one that said, you can't build your pipeline. It was half built. I came in, I stopped the pipeline. It's good. Called Nord Stream 2. Nobody knows that. You know, nobody ever heard of Nord Stream 2. You might have not even heard of it. Biggest pipeline in the world. I stopped it. I was not a friend of Russia, but I got along well with Putin. It's always good to get along with other countries if possible. That doesn't mean you roll over like Biden did. Biden came in and he immediately approved the pipeline. I couldn't believe it. Then they said, Trump wasn't tough of Russia. I was a toughest. Putin said, you're not tough.
Look at that. Barack Obama only had a 47% fucking rating. Approval rating. That was it. 47%. Trump's over that. That was your best president, Barack Obama. Joe Biden, way lower, 42%, buddy. His highest rating ever was 42%.
So this is really a feel-out meeting. And
Ronald Reagan had a 52%. Lyndon Johnson, 55%. Bill Clinton, 55% approval rating.
I've said that a few times
George Bush, 60% approval rating.
because I have like a great call with him. And then
So that's funny that all the Republican approval ratings throughout time are higher than all the Democrats, huh? Donald J. Trump was in January of 2021. Just then, in 2021, he was at a 41% approval rating. So get your polls right. Holy fuck. As you see, I pull all of the polls up for you at the same time so you can compare them. I'm not going to give you one poll from The Economist that nobody sees as a... Yeah, I did a big thing on the latest info. That's what you're asking for. It's going to be a training airbase, which you know I don't agree with this. And this is the only way for us to get the peace negotiated, to get everything done in Gaza. So, but no, they're not going to be doing what we thought they were going to be doing, but it is their own military air base. It belongs to Qatar, and I don't agree with that. I'm against that 100%.
It's the worst thing that's happened, by far the worst that's happened since World War II. So I'm going in to speak to Vladimir, and I'm going to be telling him, we got to end this war, we got to end it. And he wasn't going to mess.
Now, I've got high viewer numbers. Do I need to... We're about to be getting off here anyway because it's 1 hour and 30 in, and this keeps playing on a loop, I've noticed. So let's fact check these people in real time. We'll go to YouTube Studios. We'll fact check you Democrats in real time, and for my followers that might still be on here, we will, let's go to analytics and see what analytics say. Oh, I just got a community guideline strike. Did y'all just notice that? Oh, look at that from today. Thank you guys so very much. Views in the last 42 hours right here for you. Just on lives. Right here for you. In the last 42 hours. 48 hours. 110,496, baby. 110,496, 4,444 subscribers. So, yeah, I'd say my analytics are looking pretty good there, my friend. Let's go down. Let's scroll down and see what happens. Oh, 71,000 views. Right there, 71,955 views. That's today, baby. That's right now. That's what we're at right now, 71,555 views. Last night's was 25,000 views. That 18-minute live I did was 16,000 views. So, 41,000 views on that live. Recently uploaded. 34,000 views on that live, 25,000 views, 22,000 views, 19,000 views, 16,000 views. You can see how my channel has progressed, right? From a few days ago, 10,000 views, to yesterday, 40,000 views, to today, 71,000 views. And that's just on my live video. None of that is from my fucking, I forgot what? Yeah, I didn't forget about my boyfriend, Trump. Are you kidding me? We're going on a date tonight, man. That's why I'm getting all prettied up right now. So, average view durations, views, and that's all the way from September 14th to October 1st is all this is from. That's when I got remonetized. Oh, sorry. You're looking at my nose. That's when I got remonetized, was on September 14th. And since September 14th, I've gotten over 372,000 views. In the last 48 hours, when these get added, when this gets uploaded, I will have over 500,000 views just for the past 3 to 4 weeks. I was at 1,000 followers 3 weeks ago when I started this, and I'm back up to almost 4,000 followers, or 5,000 followers. I'm over 4,000. So yeah, in 3 weeks, I've built enough people back on my channel to be part of the partners program where they're going to pay me to do ad read-offs. I've made enough of my channel just doing this, just talking shit to you people. You know what I mean? And covering the news. I just spent an hour and 35 minutes covering news sources for you. You know, I love you guys. I'm doing this for you on the left and the right. You know, I'm doing this for all of you because I love you. We're going to take another view around my truck. We'll take another trip around the Trump truck so you know who I am when you're trying to target me. You know, don't go after somebody else because you can't mistake me for anybody else. Don't mistake me. See, guys? Don't mistake me for somebody else. And yes, I make everything that's on my truck. That's what I did with everything that was in my Trump store. I made it. All these magnets, all these decals, everything. See, I love you guys. I love you guys enough to make myself a target so you don't have to get hurt. You know what I mean? I will gleefully, with a gun in my mouth, profess the name of Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior before you pull the trigger. Do you understand? Dent and ding, I will post the picture of what this looked like before the liberals started up on that truck. It was in pristine, perfect condition. I'm the original owner of that truck. I bought that truck in 1999. It's got 900,000 miles on it. Okay. I will post some pictures of how pristine that truck was before they started vandalizing my stuff. And you wonder why I'm fed up. You know what I mean? You wonder why I can't. Look at that fucking wasp. Oh, he's dead. So it is what it is. Looking out for me all the time. Did you not see the incident where I just had bomb threats at the finance company? I just got attacked. I got a stalker that's following me around town. Go watch my videos. I got Antifa stalkers following me around town, threatening to come after me and everybody I care about. You know? So it is what it is. We don't call the cops, though. We like to deal with this stuff on our own around here. We're not going to report you people to the cops. We're going to, because you'll come after us every time. Eventually, you'll come after me somewhere where there's no cameras around, and I'll just deal with you. And guess what? I won't go to jail for it because I've kept video evidence of the entire time you've been stalking me, and I have that right in Florida. You get in front of my truck, you impede my motion of movement, and we have the SB1 speed bump law. We can turn you into a speed bump in Florida. You come into our personal property, guess what? You go flying back out of it. It's legal here. I'm always careful 24/7. You see, I got these drones and we fly them around all the time. And it sucks that every time I come out to my vehicle, I have to check and see if there's wires sticking off of it somewhere because of all the bomb threats and stuff. But I mean, we got our drones. They got bottom cameras, top cameras. I got 3 of those. We fly them around all over the place. We fly the drone all around the areas when we go to these protests before we go to the protest, so we can make sure there's overwatch, because snipers are all you really got to worry about. You know what I mean, with these people, because they're not going to do anything to you to your face. They're not going to look you in the whites of the eyes when they fucking slit your throat. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. They're cowards. They can't fight like these boys can't fight like men. That's what the problem is. They didn't get to beat each other up in school. They didn't, have confrontation. They got trophies for participation. So they just grew up as a bunch of self-titled, slimy little pussies that fucking need a tampon for their asshole and a fucking pocket pussy because they can't get women. The only women they can get look like fucking spoons. You know what I mean? You understand what I mean like that? They look like a fucking spoon. The body's built weird. They weigh about 400, 500 fucking pounds. But see, that's the thing. I just proved you wrong on that. Right now, I got 47 people on here. But at the peak earlier, when I went live an hour ago, we had over 9,000 people live. I've got over 70,000 views. Well, let's go back and look again. What was it, 110,000 views for today's views on my live here? Let's go look. Again, let me prove you wrong in real time, and then I'm going to get off this live for the day so I can eat some lunch. So we're still up here right now. Let's prove you wrong. In the last 48 hours, just on my lives, 110,633. Right now, this is my live that hasn't been posted yet. Right now, 72,000 views, baby. 72,000 views on this live we're on right the fuck now. Oh, he definitely has child support. He definitely has it. And what they don't seem to understand is the FBI's watching the comments of all of us MAGA supporters right now to see you terrorists saying these things. And they will go through your hard drives and they will find this fucking child porn and you will be arrested. And we would rather you be arrested as a chomo and get sent to state prison than as a terrorist and get sent to federal prison, because you won't come out of state prison as a child molester. And there's no way, I read it to you last night, the laws passed under Obama makes it impossible for you to actually erase any of this information. That's why when you need to start reading the terms and conditions of Google and these texting apps when you actually fill them out, because it tells you if you say anything that goes against United States law, they can legally turn over all of your information that is saved and you cannot delete from their platforms, and they will willfully turn it over to federal authorities if need be. So understand that's the thing. You know what I mean? Anything you've ever deleted, every comment you go back on and delete off of here, at the end of this live, when it uploads, I can pull up every transaction and transcript from this entire live, and it'll put even my video context into text form. It never goes away. It gets saved forever. It's permanent. You understand that, right? Even on WhatsApp, the disappearing messages, they were pulling those up on us left and right when they were coming at us for speaking at school board meetings. So understand, everything you've done since 2016 is on file, and they're going through it. And anything terroristic, anything that's terrorism, anything that goes against this Constitution and makes it look like you hate this country, guess what? We're no longer, at this moment, the free country of America. We have to fix our country. Let's put it that way. We have terrorists running rampant in our streets, and we're at war in our country. A national emergency has been officially declared. You heard it live from Donald Trump a half hour ago. We have officially declared a national emergency in America. Therefore, anyone espousing terroristic ideology, anybody that's blocking the streets, you're a terrorist and you will be charged as such. Period. There's nothing you can do about it, guys. We love you. Have a blessed day. Be extremely safe out here. I'll see you again in a few hours when I go live.